Guys, we're back at it. My first video in a while. And today we're just gonna do a tier list of Daft Punk songs. And we're gonna really focus on these core four albums right here, okay? As you can see, I've placed all of the Alive 1997 and Alive 2007 songs in their own tier down here. I will not be ranking those, although if I did, most of these will be like S and A. It's this is probably my favorite live album ever. And then we got these one-off singles here. These are like their pre-homework era, like first few singles. They're not great, but like if you really wanna, I like Drive, I guess. If you really wanna do a deep dive, check them out. These are the music singles. These are all just one-off singles like around, homework discovery era. They're all pretty good. So, yeah, I'm focusing on these main four albums here. And yeah, let's just get right into it. First up, Homework, their debut album, 1997, bursting onto the scene. First song here, we got Daft Indirect. Hope I'm pronouncing that correct. They're French, so that's why they make the song name hard to pronounce. So, Daft Indirect, it's just a little intro that sets the tone. I like the end of it where you get some nice little synths. But overall, it's just kind of C tier. It's the mere appetizer of what's to come. I used to not be a fan of this Homework album, but over the last few weeks, it's really growing on me, especially the deep cuts. Some of them, at least. WDPK 83.7 FM. This is just an interlude. It's Daft Punk saying music with their robot voices and then some radio thing. So, yeah, pretty riveting stuff. Now we got Revolution 909. I like this song. It's just like all these songs on Homework and all of Daft Punk songs in general. You got some nice drums on here. And yeah, it's just very minimalistic but nice sounds. Just a nice feel-good jam. Definitely throwing that in the B tier. Next we have Da Funk. All my real Da Funk fans know what's up with that one. Um Yeah, The Funk is their first hit single. Maybe not a hit like some other songs we're gonna see later, but this is what really rose them to prominence, and it's a great song. Like I've really grown to like it. If you don't like whatever that sample or sound is, I could see why you'd place it lower, but I don't know. I like how the song progresses too. It's definitely not one note. Next up, we got Phoenix. This one's pretty good, nothing too crazy, just a solid B tier. I mean, it can get repetitive, but that's house music. This is a house music album, and if you like the sample, you're gonna mess with the rest of the song for sure. But if not, then uh-oh. But I like this song. Nothing too crazy. Fresh. Dude, Fresh is slept on, bro. Fresh feels like a nice summer day on the beach. I could throw this on the JBL speaker. I'll put it A tier for show. Yeah, I like Fresh quite a bit. I'm not going to be ranking within the tiers because that is too much work and there's like a lot of songs to get to, so that's just going to take way too long and I don't even know how I'd rank them anyway. So Around the World. This is the most popular song on this album by a country mile. Um, yeah, everyone knows this. You've all heard it. Instagram Reels and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, I thought about how I'm gonna rank the deep cuts. I didn't even think about like Around the World. Um, I'll put a B tier, and I know that might be controversial, but like, it's not like the funk where like as the song goes through, there's like a lot of new sounds and stuff, and it progresses in a nice way. I like Around the World. it's just it gets a little bit too repetitive even for house standards, but I like it. Rolling and scratching. This is one of the first songs that really introduce an abrasive, grating sound, a more experimental approach on this album. And rolling and scratching is a great example of that. And it works here, I'd say. Um, it's oh, we got Sabrina Carpenter ex Johnny Walker up here. Um, that might have been a little distracting for some of you, so I am sorry about that. I don't know how to get rid of this ad, so or this ad down here for that matter. Um, I'm getting off topic. Anyway, rolling and scratching, solid song. I wasn't really messing with it at first because of how abrasive it is, but it's fine now. I'll put it like B tier. I like the bass on it quite a bit. Next, we have Teachers. Surprisingly, a fun cut. They're just kind of shouting out their main inspirations over a very fun beat. Yeah, Dr. Dre is listed among them, which is very funny. And a lot of the inspirations that they shout out here, they'd end up collabing with later. So that's pretty cool. High Fidelity is another B tier. Nice samples throughout the song. Kind of reminds me of the Wii for some reason. Like you'd hear this in a Wii game. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, just a lot of very solid B tier, kind of consistent tracks. Just a good sample, good drums. It goes a long way. Next up, we have rock and roll. Um, oof. Yeah, that abrasiveness I was talking about, they just took it way too far here on this track, rock and roll. Um, yeah, dude, it sucks, bro, but like, it's F tier, man. It's got to be F tier. I mean, there was like this zipper, like this jacket zipper sound effect in it, and at the beginning, like it goes like vroom vroom vroom, and you think like, okay, I guess it's that good. Then they just like take it up like 50 notches. It goes from this to this, and it just is not. If you're a fan of like really I guess if you like Death Grips or something, you'll really enjoy something like this, but I don't know. Just not my jam. I've tried to enjoy it too, but it's really annoying. And it's way too long. Why is it 7 minutes? Okay, next we have Oh Yeah. Oh Yeah, on the opposite of rock and roll, it's way too short. Like it's pretty bare bones at the start. Then once some cool ideas start getting introduced, like it just cuts off. Um, oh yeah, it's fun for what it is though. I'll put it C. Burnin'. Burnin' is really slept on. It's really slept on. I'll put it A tier. Very fun track. One of my favorites on this. And you might be thinking, Hamid, you put rock and roll F tier for that annoying zipper sound effect, and Burnin' has the same zipper. So what are you doing? Well, first of all, the jacket zipper sound in Burnin' is way less annoying than the one in rock and roll. Like rock and roll, they're on hard drugs in that song. Like I can't do it. Burnin', it's more of a contained zipper, and there's a lot of sounds around it too that really um make it more bearable, you know? There's just a nice synths and all that and a nice bass line too. Like, it's a fun time. I like it a lot. Indo Silver Club, just another one here. Weird guitar kind of sound effect on this one, but just a fun track off of Homework. Not much to say. Alive is awesome, man. I just want to bust out a move to this one. Alive is super fun, super underrated. I'm a fan of a lot of these bands off Homework, the sample work was definitely really good, and this is just good instrumentation. I really like Alive. Funk Ad, the outro of Homework, and it's just a snippet of the funk but reversed. So That's pretty cool, but you know, it's just a closer, so can't really say much. Now we have one of, if not my favorite album of all time in Discovery. 2001, I think, or maybe just 2000. Album by Daft Punk. How do you follow up the massive success that was Homework? Yeah, drop this banger. That's what you do. First, we start off with the intro, One More Time, one of their biggest hits. Everyone knows it. One of the greatest party songs ever. Like, you end the party with this, like, you can't fail. You can't fail. One More Time is going straight into S tier. First S tier of the video. No S tiers for Homework. I'm not surprised about that, but yeah, there you go. Next up we have Aerodynamic. Shout out Ryan. This is another S tier, man. Um, dude, that I don't know if I don't know if that's a guitar solo or like yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, that guitar is crazy. And then how it does a similar sort of melody at the end, but like with a different sort of instrument. Like, come on, Aerodynamic is so good. It's so good. Digital Love. Oh, look at that. How about another peak S tier song? They just keep on coming, man. Yeah, Digital Love is just, I really like the cute little, cute is a weird word, but like, you know, very cute little singing on it. Um, instead of a guitar solo, there's a vocoder solo, which is so awesome. Truly revolutionary stuff here. But it like sounds like a guitar solo too. And yeah, nice drums and whatnot. Like it's just a fun time, man. This could be in contention for their best song. But there will be other contenders in the ring as you will come to find out. Harder, better, faster, stronger. This might be a little controversial. I'll put it A tier. A lot of people will put it in S, but um, it's a little. I don't want to say repetitive because it's really not. Like a lot of, unlike Homework, Discovery songs are like really perfectly. The length of them is kind of perfect, but you know, the vocals can get a little. You know, if it was like a minute shorter, I wouldn't be too mad, is what I'm saying. But still an A tier, still a terrific song. Of course, everyone knows this song too because Kanye sampled it for Stronger. Everyone knows this by now. But if you don't, yeah, Stronger samples this. You'll know the part when you get to it. Um, Next up we have Crescendos. I love this song too. This is A tier. It's just so fun. Yeah, it's just a very fun sample. And it's kind of like a homework thing where like if you're not crazy about the sample, I could understand why you put it lower, but I love this sample. It's so awesome. I could listen to it all day. Especially I really like this as a gym song before. Um, yeah, it's just very fun. A tier. Next up we got Night Vision. It's all right. I'll put it C tier. It's not nothing wrong with it really, because I could really just put this into interlude slash skit tier, but there's not gonna be much here anyway in these bottom tiers, so I might as well fill it up. But Night Vision, you know, it's just nice ambience. I'm not skipping it if I'm listening to the album in full. You know, just very pleasant and soothing. Not much going on. Then we have superheroes. Oh man, this is another banger. Obviously A tier. Um, it's I this again another really good sample. Like if you watch the movie for this album, it's like Intergalactica or something. I forgot what it's called, but it's all the songs, and then there's this movie. You gotta, I'm not gonna spoil it, but you gotta watch the movie. And it just fits so well with that specific part of the movie. Yeah, you just feel like you are a superhero listening to it, you know? Like at first it's just this cool sample, then it turns into like an absolute synth masterpiece, you know? Feels like you're in space. Um, Next we have High Life. Ah, another A tier. I feel kind of bad putting High Life among these other A tier songs because High Life is just kind of there's no crazy progression to it compared to these other songs. It's just kind of a cool sample again, but it's so fun, you know. You could really bust it out when you're just in a feel good mood, you know. Something About Us. Wow. This has gotta go S tier. Um, Very minimalistic song. I love the singing on it. That Daft Punk really like they really mastered the vocoder singing thing. Like it's almost as good as like a booming voice, you know? The instrumentation very funky, very the guitar sounds like it's trying to send you a message almost with how kind of wet it sounds. Um, yeah, very in the context of the movie, very sad song as well. But yeah, it's just a very good love song. Like I'm uploading this on Valentine's Day. Why don't you post this with your fine shit? All right, next one we got Voyager. I really, really mess with Voyager. Not, is it S tier? It can get a little, you can't listen to it like back to back a lot of times. So I'll put it A tier. But man, I forgot what that instrument's called. That comes in like halfway through. Oh man. But oh, it's so good. It's so good. It just sounds like a nice vacation as well, you know? Voyager is really good. You know, very good for your Instagram stories too. Verdis Quo. S tier, S tier. Dude, this is the best studying song on this album. And that's that I've ranked so far actually, which is crazy because there's this whole album called Homework, and the best song to listen to while doing your homework is Veridis Quo. Um, it's just so soothing, man. It's so soothing. It progresses nicely when the drums kick in. Yeah, it's very calm. Just very, very calm. And you know what? It used to be a deep cut, but now it's actually becoming one of their more popular songs. Probably because of TikTok, but I'm happy about that because it's really good. Very disco. Kind of sounds like very disco. You swap the words of very disco and you get Discovery, the name of this album. Wow. Did not come up with that myself at all. Short Circuit. I really mess with this song, but I gotta put it B tier. Um, the first half or so kind of sounds like a Fortnite dance. I'm surprised this isn't. Is this in their Fortnite thing? Because I know Daft Punk did a Fortnite thing, but the first half kind of sounds like a Fortnite dance. And then the second half, it just gets kind of sad. Like it goes from this vibey thing to like just apocalyptic doom. But yeah, very cool short circuit. Like it a lot. Just doesn't stack up to these really great songs. Face to face. Oh, I love this one. S tier, S tier, S tier. Like I feel like Digital Love, Face to Face, and another song I'll mention in a moment. Those are kind of my three favorites on Discovery for sure. Face to Face, man, I love it so much. It's rumored that there's 70 samples in this song. Todd Edwards vocals, you know, really good. He fits the song well. It's just so fun, dude. It's so fun. You could really listen to it anywhere. Like, perfect summer song again. Like, and the samples are so crisply placed too. Like, I don't know how they do it, man. I don't know how they do it. And then the final song, Too Long. Um, this is the 10-minute outro of Discovery. This is their longest song. And let's just say it does not live up to its name because it's definitely not too long. It could be 30 minutes. I don't care. It's S tier. The glazing is out of control, but it's deserved because too long. Oh my God. Like the 5 minutes or the first like few minutes, it's not much, but like it prepares you for, it really warms you up well for the explosion to come, you know? And one More Time and Too Long are the vocals are provided by Rome Anthony, he was like a famous DJ. He died recently, rest in peace, but he sang One More Time, he sung on it. His singing I really like on Too Long as well. And oh my God, that second half when the sample just all the samples come in and oh, it just gets so groovy. Like this is an elite shower song. I love this song in the shower. Digital Love, Face to Face, Too Long. That's my top three on Discovery, all in contention for their best song. So how do you follow up 2001 Discovery? You really can't. So they went in 2005 with the experimental route of their album Human After All. Um, and I'm gonna just say it, a lot of these songs are pretty good on their own, but are really elevated by these live mashups with like other songs and like remixes and stuff. But, the album by itself is not that bad. I think it gets a little too much hate. Human After All. It pretty repetitive, I'll say it, but it's a good sound, so I don't mind it being repetitive too much. So I'll put a B tier. This is a solid intro, really introducing all the core sounds that go into Human After All. Um, Prime Time of Your Life, very dystopian cut. They really lead into the robot vocals on this, and it's so addicting on Prime Time of Your Life. Um, and I love how at the end just goes so glitchy and distorted. Definitely another B tier. I'm a big fan of it. Yo, do not watch the music video, bro. The music video is crazy. Um, if you wanna if you wanna have your day ruined, definitely give that one a watch. Robot Rock. You might not know this song by name, but you've definitely heard it before. Well, once you hear it, you'll be like, ah, that song from Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever. Robot Rock. Oh man, this one could really go in S tier, but it's a little too long. It's a little too long, but I really love the guitar, man. I know it's a little corny, but like it's so fun. Like it goes so hard when you're working out too. Like, Robot Rock is just a fun time. Steam Machine. Um, very one note. Um, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's just kind of okay. I'll put it C tier. Definitely like this song does come up in my head when I walk into a Steam room though, because they be on this song they're like Steam, Steam, and that's kind of where my brain goes in a Steam room. So definitely goes to show how much I'm glazing Daft Punk. Um, I've been a Daft Punk fan for about maybe a year now, like as a true fan, you know what I mean? But I've really fallen in love. Like they were my most listened to artists of last year. Probably will hit the top five again. Um, and if they ever tour again, I'm ready to dump my bank account for sure. So yeah, I forgot to mention all my qualifications in the intro, but yeah, there you go. Make Love. Um, Another very like one note song, like it's a fine love song, but like they've done it better before, and it's not nearly as repetitive those times around. So I don't know, it's very boring. C tier. The Brainwasher. This gets a lot of hate. I don't know why. Like, yeah, it's a little like video game final boss, like kind of corny, but like it's another just very fun time, like just don't think about it too much. Go on a run, play this song. Like it's good. I really like it. It's almost A tier. Almost. I feel like it would be a crime to put this next to the likes of like Voyager or Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. Yeah, Brainwasher is really good. On and Off is just TV channels flipping. I'll just count it as an interlude. I don't know why it exists. But the TV channels flipping goes to Television Rules the Nation, which great mashup with Crescendos for the Alive 2007 album. But as the song itself, it's good. I like it quite a bit. If it was released now, it'd be called Instagram Reels Rules the Nation. It's here. Technologic. A very interpolated song. There's this Charlie XCX song with Billie Eilish, Guess, and it interpolates the flow of Technologic. And it's fun. I feel like I shouldn't like it, but I really do. I like it quite a bit. Is that A tier? I don't know. I'll put it B tier. I love that sound in the background that pops up all throughout this album. The I don't know what that's called, but emotion. Um, kind of like Make Love, very one note outro. I mean, this singing, the robot singing on it is, it's nice, it's pleasant, not for like over 6 minutes. Yeah, just kind of boring. It's funny. I said this album is very overhated, and I've kind of put a lot of their tracks low. Yeah, guess that's the hypocrisy that comes in you tier list. Now, 2005 album, 8 year break. Well, not a break. They were very active. Like they dropped the Tron soundtrack, which I will not be ranking because it's like 500 songs. Not literally, but can't rank that. But their next full-length studio album, and they also did a live 2007 in between that as well. So still very active. Did production on stuff. And then 2013, they dropped Random Access Memories. You guys know this album. It's their most popular album. Won a Grammy, Best Album of the Year. So, yeah, let's get right into it, man. Their second best album, the intro, Give Life Back to Music. Man, we're back. We're back to the S tier, man. We're back to the S tier. Um, just when that guitar hits, it's like you know what you're in for. You know what you're in for. It's so groovy, so funky. All the instrumentation on this album is like, how did it go from doing such electronic stuff, electronic sample-based stuff, to just straight up doing like real funk soul songs, Like it's so awesome. It helps that they had the help of like musical legends like Nile Rodgers and whatnot. But I enjoy this intro a lot. The Game of Love. It's pretty good. I'll put it B tier. Nothing too crazy again. Um, they be singing. The robots be singing on this album, and it's very pleasant. Game of Love. It's just kind of. It's overshadowed by a lot of other songs, that's for sure. Giorgio by Marauder. Bro, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. Oh my God, the way this song progresses so much in like the span of 8 minutes. I don't even skip the talking at the beginning because you have a pleasant voice and like it's a very motivating kind of story too. Yeah, easy S tier. This is in contention for their best song. Easily top 5, maybe top 3 as well. Oh my God. the instrumental. I'm just losing words to say about ah, the guitar comes in at the end. Within, very similar to Game of Love, but I don't know, there's something better about Within. Maybe it's the very soothing singing, the very soothing piano on it. It's just a piano ballad. Like it's a robot piano ballad, and it's so beautiful. The lyrics are really they're touching, you know? One of the best lyrics. Speaking of touching, we've got a massage here. Um, Plus offers worth over 195 when you sign up for a 12-month membership. Sign up for a massage membership? Oh, you get a free session. Could I cancel it after the free session? That feels like a loophole. Okay. Sorry to get off track there. Instant Crush has very quickly become one of the most popular songs, thanks to the internet, featuring Julian Casablancas of The Strokes. And you know what? Very popular and beloved for a reason. This is Stray S tier. It's so catchy. It's so that Julian Casablancas hook. Oh, it's so catchy. And then another guitar, freaking guitar solo, bro. Wow. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And it really shouldn't work. You know, I really shouldn't like that song, and it just works. Lose Yourself to Dance, the first Pharrell collaboration on this. It can get repetitive for sure, but I'll still put it in B tier. I love the most awesome part, kind of like another song we're gonna get to, is when both of the robots' voice come together with Pharrell's hook, and it just creates a nice sound, you know? Just very groovy. What? Ah, this is also one of their best songs. I think my top five would have to be Digital Love, Face to Face Too Long, Touch, Giorgio by Moroder. Touch is so good. Like, and I wasn't crazy about it at first either, but like one day it just clicked, man. Paul Williams, he cooks on it. He sings his heart out. Great lyricism. Kind of harkens back to the themes of Within. Um, the choir that comes in, dude, and like the robots singing the same thing, like along with the choir. When they're like jamming after Paul Williams' part, like it's so orchestral, you know? Like how did they go from freaking rock and roll to this? How did they do that? That it shows how musically apt they are, you know? I hope I'm using that word correctly. Okay. Get Lucky. I mean, you know, everyone knows Get Lucky. This is an easy S tier. Easy S tier. I don't need to tell you why it's good because you've heard it a million times and you've loved it every single time. Beyond. Yeah, okay, Beyond. Yeah, a very interesting beginning. Again, very orchestral, violin heavy um intro, and then you know, it's another nice robot singing moment on this album. I put it A tier. Very solid cut. Motherboard. Oh, that flute. That flute though. Shoot. It's hard. It goes hard. A tier, A tier. I'm running out of things to say. Fragments of Time. Shout out Ryan. Um yeah. Todd Edwards from Face to Face returns on this here song. Did I just say on this here song? Whatever. On this here song, he comes back, delivers a song that really harkens back to those late 70s, 80s tunes, you know? Like you could really bust this out on a road trip and, you know, a song about memories, memories that you never want to let go of. like random access memories, you know? Doing It Right, featuring Panda Bear of Animal Collective. Another B tier, kind of similar to Lose Yourself to Dance, where the robots, again, can get a little repetitive, but the robots part, and then when Panda Bear sings and it comes together, very simplistic, minimalistic song, but it works, you know? And then the outro, Contact. The drumming on this is so good. I know a lot of people don't put this S tier, but I mean, the drumming is all over this album, especially in Giorgio by Moroder, um, you know, fragments of time and whatnot. But like, whoever, I don't know who the drummer was. Probably should have looked it up, but dude, he snapped. He snapped. And it's just the perfect send off to Daft Punk, you know? It just It just feels, and it's the only song on this album that incorporates samples. It samples I think the moon landing. So that's really, really cool. I love this song. Horizon is part of the Japanese CD Deluxe, but then it was released in like the 10th anniversary pack where they released like the drumless edition. Or should I say they didn't release it? Whoever controls their stuff now did since they quit. Um, yeah, obvious cash grab, but hey, I'm glad this released because it's really, really good. Another A tier, another great example of their synth work and great instrumentation. So yeah, there's the Daft Punk tier list. Um, again, my top five is Digital Love, Face to Face, Too Long, Giorgio by Moroder, and Touch. That's in no particular order. We got my A tier. You know what? Gotta remove D tier. Gotta remove D tier. All their songs are decent or okay, except for Rock and Roll. And maybe one of these. But yeah, there's the Daft Punk tier list. Listen to Daft Punk, especially these two albums. Yeah. Adios.